Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to another Solace devlog video. So, in case you're new here, my name's Daniel. I'm the only guy creating this game called Solace, and under the company name Hot Bean. As you can see down here, got the little logo for it. Brand new, just had it made by a friend. So anyways, just giving a nice update. It's been a while since the last devlog. Been kind of hectic here because had to move out of my dorm and everything at university because of this virus thing going on, so kind of been all over the place. But with all the extra free time, I've been grinding away at this. So let me just start to talk about what I've added. Let's just actually kind of play to see what's going on. Alright, so if you've seen the last video, the actual main menu screen was a lot different. I had it kind of like panning over the entire island and revolving around a center point, but I've changed that to help with optimization. I'm thinking I might have it pan across the island, like back and forth, just to give it some more movement. And I've added settings and just kind of fixed up the size of everything because the buttons were a little bit small at the beginning. And this quit button does work, but doesn't work in the editor. Alright, so let's create a map. And as you can tell already, so compared to the last video, I've added a day and night cycle, which is working fairly well. I got the time up in the top left, and like kind of whether or not it's dawn, day, dusk, and then nighttime, all that good stuff. And then I have this procedural skybox going around. One issue that I have going right now is that the skybox currently, whenever it becomes nighttime, it's just completely black. Be really nice to get some like stars and stuff like that. And then there's also like some weird reflections from the sun on the water that I kind of like to get rid of because it doesn't look that good in my opinion. And so just kind of some differences from what I've had from last time. I've actually created a new tree model. This one's actually created by myself. Everything else, so this is the new tree model right here. Everything else is just a temporary asset that I've gotten off the asset store for free. And I'm looking to put some time into making new assets. And I'm actually really liking the look of this tree. And so hopefully in the next couple days I'll crank out a couple more different tree types, like create my own pine tree. So that just looks nice. And it's my own style of the game because I don't really like the idea of using pre-made assets like models and stuff like that because then I feel like that kind of gets rid of the originality of the game. Otherwise, other people could use the same exact models in another game, and I don't know, it just kind of ruins it for me. So some other things that you might notice that is a little different is that I've added animals. So in the last devlog, the animals were just little floating balls, and of course these cows right now, and then there's bunnies also, but the models for them are just temporary too, and they're they roam around the world and they do their own little thing. They're a little dumb, so I need to create a better AI system for them because right now all they do is just simply have wait times on each action. So let's say he has a time for walking, so it'll count down how long he's going to be hopping for, and then whenever it counts down to 0 he'll stop. Then he'll move on to the next thing where he now has like a certain amount of seconds to rotate. Then after that he'll stop. Then he'll have like a certain timer for just literally sitting there and doing nothing. And then whenever that countdown ends, it repeats, and then he keeps on walking and all that. But I actually did add a feature. Oh, this guy's oh, he made it through the tree. Good job. Added a feature where if they go a certain distance away from their spawner, this is a spawner, if they go so far away, they will eventually turn around and come back, which is actually kind of nice because the way that the spawner works right now is that it will simply look at how many animals are nearby. So if there's a spawner literally, or if there's two spawners right next to each other, they will kind of run off of each other and kind of count how many animals are together in the vicinity, so that doesn't spawn too many in one area. So if there's two spawners, and there's a limit for 3 around a certain radius, then let's say this spawner spawns 3 of them, and then the other one, it doesn't have the time to spawn the other 3 because there's already 3 animals around it, so it doesn't see a point in spawning anything. That's just to keep the amount of animals kind of low on the map, because you don't want like millions of them running around, obviously. And then, yeah, there's a couple glitches, you know, every now and then they'll fly in the air. And let me see if I can find one of the bunny ones. But while I'm looking for that, I'll talk about a couple other things I've added. So I've added a menu, pause menu, which is nice. Pauses the time and all that. So you can go back to the main menu by clicking here, or open up settings. And I don't know why everything's so blurry. It didn't look like this before. Oh, actually, I think I know it's why. But anyways, no big deal. Fix that next time. So the way that this works, this is a work in progress right now. But you can adjust the volume of the music. I'll play the music right now. And so this will adjust both the music volume and sound volume. Right now there's no sounds, so this doesn't necessarily do anything. And then you can also adjust the horizontal and vertical sensitivity of the mouse movements, so that you can kind of have, like, you know, your own settings. And obviously go really low, you have to move your mouse a lot further, all that good stuff. Let me just put that around up here. Alright, so added that, nice little settings. And as you can see, it's dusk right now, and the sun's starting to set. It's getting a little dark. And another thing that I've added is, oh wait, before I say that, here's the little bunnies. These are, again, temporary models. I'm gonna create my own myself. Now that it's nighttime, it's actually not that bad looking. So if you look at it far in the distance, you'll see some smoke billowing. So another thing that I recently added, I also modeled this up myself too, is a fireplace, or like a little fire pit. So what this is going to be is a spawn point for NPC humans, or whatever the heck they'll be, just NPCs. And those NPCs will spawn around this fire, and hopefully I'll add within, I'm probably going to work on it within like the week or so, the NPCs will spawn and kind of like build their own little village here on their own, hopefully. Like they'll have a set radius and kind of build a little shelter and all that good stuff. And so what the goal of this game is, what I've decided for right now, it's kind of going all over the place. Just kind of adding things one step at a time. But the main goal is that you're going to be a random guy that kind of just comes in to this little village, and then for some reason, you know, I guess they're going to praise you, and you'll be the new leader. So from there, you can tell people what to do. And this is where the management part of the game is going to come into play. So you could tell people to, like, okay, go cut down all these trees, go collect these rocks, go mine or farm here. And then on top of that, they'll also kind of the people will also do their own thing. So, and then I won't limit the player from also being able to like chop down trees themselves or build their own little house. So it's kind of be a management game, and kind of like you're a part of it. So it's not simply like you being a god floating up top and then you're simply telling people to do stuff. You're going to be a part of it, and you're going to contribute yourself. So you could build your own little house. I guess you could even leave them alone and they'll build their own little houses and all that crap. And then you build your own house over here. and you can live on your own, survive, do all that good stuff, and then come back, see what the other people have built over time. So I guess it's just kind of, I don't know. I mean, it's a management game, also a survival game. So I guess that's where it's going, or at least in my mind, that's what it's gonna be. Could always change. This is like, I don't know, pre-alpha, far from pre-alpha. Not entirely sure how development cycles work. You know, like what's considered a beta and what's considered alpha. Don't know how that works, but I'll figure it out. How hard could it be? So on top of that, I've added the ability to place objects. So if you press P, as you can see, there's a little cube here. This is just a test object, obviously. So with that, you can press P again, and it'll actually place the object down. Then you can't walk through it, obviously, because it has a collider. But obviously it's not going to be set to P, the button for placing. I'm going to change that. I just put it to the button P just so that, I don't know, it makes sense, P for place. Just temporarily, obviously. And then in the future, I'm going to make it so that you probably have like some UI or scroll wheel or something where you can pick different objects to place, and you'll have a inventory, or it'll show how many items that you have nearby to build stuff, and you know, all that fun stuff. And with that, I think that's everything in the game. So let me just go back to the main menu, show you that the actual button works. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the static background. Or at least maybe I need to add some animations to the trees so that they kind of move from the wind or something. I was thinking of adding falling leaves, like a particle effect. That would be kind of nice. Just make it seem more alive. And then more animals, maybe more grass. I need to find a way to optimize the amount of objects that you see in the scene, so that obviously doesn't overwhelm and bottleneck the game. That's about what I've done so far within like the 2 weeks. I've added a lot of other things too, but they're like small, minute changes that aren't really important for going over. It's just like small things. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, I'm just winging it, people, and showing you what I've done. I don't really have the time to make scripts and stuff, nor do I know what to say in the scripts. So I'm just kind of going over everything. So leave feedback on how you want this to be done, because I don't know what I'm doing. But at the same time, I do know what I'm doing to a degree. Yeah, but I've added a lot of different things, and there's more to come. So stay updated. Check out my website, the Trello, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.